Very shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutation and much love to the Akim while they're pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is Brother Osh from Great Millstone, Tampa, back with another lesson. Lord's will is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect. And I got some couple articles here. You know, it's just the war that's brewing up. All right, World War III. Okay. And this is the will of the Heavenly Father. So while Americans are concerned with who's going to win the playoffs and, you know, whatever the hell you Americans are concerned with, you know, who's going to win the World Series, TikTok, you know, these other nations, they're preparing up to go to war, all right? And ultimately in the Middle East. Because that's going to be the place of great judgment, all right, and the showdown, so to say. But also America will be wiped off the face of the earth via thermonuclear missiles. So let's just go ahead and start here in Mark 13:7. It says, "And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not yet be." The shall not be yet. So, hey, these things have been going on for a while now. All right, we're getting to the end of this. All right, there's full-blown war going on in the Middle East. All right, Russia, Ukraine, you got the Middle East, Israel, which according to the scriptures it says that the least shall drop. The least of the matter of fact, let me just get it. What is this? Isaiah 49, I believe. It's 149. Let's see here. Just type it in. Oh, Jeremiah. I was in Isaiah. This is Jeremiah 49:50. It says, "Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh." So this is the Lord's purpose. All right, this is his counsel. It says he had taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed surely against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So Israel's going to draw in America into this third world war, which they're already funding them, you know, and supplying munitions. But guess what? Now they're going to have to face the rest of the nations that are back in Israel or Iran, okay, and Russia. They are definitely back in the Ezekiel 38 says. All right, when that explosion happened out there in Iran's port, one of their ports, Russia immediately mobilized some planes, warplanes, to go help out over there. So Russia has a huge interest in Iran, and so does China, which I got some articles to go into it, but let's go back to what was it, Mark. For Mark 13:8, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom," and that's what we're seeing. All right, there's alliances being made, just like in World War I, just like in World War II. All right, and now America's making enemies, even of its own allies. All right, pursuing to Revelation 17, even America's own allies will shoot missiles upon America. It says, "And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places." There's been earthquakes just this year. There's been some massive earthquakes every day. Are earthquakes taking place? As a matter of fact, in the last 24 hours, there were some pretty big ones. I can show you here. Let's see, 5.0 and up, 15 of them. Okay, all in the last 24 hours, 267 earthquakes. One in Indonesia was a 6.0, in Argentina 6.4. So what is this telling us? That the Lord is going to return soon. Earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famine and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. Yeah, things are going to get a lot worse. The time of Jacob's trouble is upon us. World War III is upon us. The hour of temptation is upon us, where they're going to mandate the mark of the beast. All right, and again, this is the will of the Heavenly Father. Why? Why is he bringing war upon this earth? Well, let's see what the scriptures say about him. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. All right, the Most High himself is a man of war. This is theater to him. This is entertainment. Are you not entertained? This is not what you came for. Revelation 11 and 14, real quick. The second woe was past. You had a second world war. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And we're quickly approaching it. It's really already begun. All right. The troops are being mobilized. Missiles are flying through the sky. All right. These aren't rumors anymore. The war has begun. All right. I was watching some historian or whatever. He was speaking. He said when they look back and describe World War III, he was pretty much saying it's already begun. Right? These are the beginning stages of it. Really past the beginning stages. All right. This is a KievIndependent.com. Kremlin says Russia ready for mass mobilization like in World War II at any moment. So while you peons here in America are worried about stupidity and TikTok trends and Twitter and all the bullshit of the wine of the beast, okay, that whore that spread that spread her philosophies around the world. Well, you Babylonians are the drunkest ones off of it, okay. Russia ready to roll. It says Russia can mobilize for war on a scale comparable to the Soviet Union. So what is this saying? That the Lord is bringing Russia back to that old spirit, okay. And again, he's being an ally in a guard unto these other nations. Son of Ezekiel 38 and 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Yeah, so Russia is prophesied in the Bible. It's not part of the beast, but they're still Edomites at the end of the day. Okay? And the Lord's going to use them to destroy America. And I say, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth. So the Lord is turning them back to what? The old Soviet spirit, Soviet Union. Okay? It says, and I will, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So that's them mobilizing, getting ready, getting ready for the third woe. They're already ready. Oh shit! Let's go back to that. It says Persia, which is modern day Iran. They even call themselves Persians. Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters. Yeah, this is Turkey, which is also in alliance with Russia, and all his bands and many people with thee. And in Israel, Turkey and Egypt are getting closer together. Their ties are getting closer, and that's what Israel doesn't want. But too bad. This is the will of the Father. It says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou, and that's what they're doing. They're preparing themselves, okay, and preparing the other nations with their missile defense systems and so on and so forth. And all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. See, with these missile defense systems that Russia has been giving these other nations, they're able to be a guard unto them, okay, and back them with other means. Let's see what else it says. It says, if a great country needs to stand up, it will stand up at any moment. No one can have any doubts, Perskov said during a lecture at the Victory Museum in Moscow. He claimed that millions of Russians are already assisting the military effort against Ukraine, and Ukraine is through, okay? They're getting pounded by Russia, and the only reason they're still standing is because America is backing Ukraine. If it wasn't for that, they'd be done. It says somewhere around 30 million Soviet people gave their lives. Okay, I'm talking about World War II. So that's the point on that. Russia's ready to go mobilizing, to being a guardian to the other nations. All right. Another article. Israel concerned after China military aircraft lands in Upper Egypt. So again, what is the Lord doing? He's gathering the nations. Okay. China is sent warships and jets, military jets, to Egypt, and I read it I've seen a video. They also in Lebanon, okay, sending jets to Lebanon. So it's on, man. Israel is reportedly concerned after Chinese early morning aircraft landed in Egypt's Beni Suef military airport. And also, China's about to take Taiwan, and America ain't gonna do a damn thing about it. Most electronic warfare technology. So this is big. Report. So again, China is in the mix now. So they're investing also into the Middle East. Let's get Joel. Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the Middle East, all right, the Fertile Crescent, where all this action is taking place right now. And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Yeah, that war over there with Israel and Gaza, they parted that land amongst themselves, them heathens, Edom and Ishmael. All right, that ain't their land. None of them belong in that land. It's about, and that's why Israel is going to be burned up too. The nation, all right, the state of Israel, they're going to get nuked. All right, and all full-fledged war is about to take place out there. It's already happening, but it's going to intensify. So that's what the Lord's doing. He's gathering the nations out there. Okay. China has entered the chat. Let's see what else I got. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, while they're getting ready, right? The pieces on the puzzle are being placed strategically. What are Americans doing? Being fucking over obese. Look at this. American military news. 68% of U.S. reserve forces are overweight. Through. These are the men that are going to protect your country. 68% overweight. With the diminished size of the active duty force and increasing demands on the National Guard and Reserve, service members separated due to obesity in its comorbidities, I don't know, are vital personnel. The armed forces cannot afford to lose, or they're losing big time, and they're going to lose ultimately. So that's what America's dealing with while these Russian troops are mobilizing. That's more than half. Niggas got diabetes, cardiovascular disease, chronic kid. These people are through, man. Business Insider. U.S. Army leadership says it wants soldiers figuring out what's needed for war, not focus on things like PowerPoint slides. There you go, man. The average military is a muppet. A dude in the military in America is just a jarhead, all right? He's a pawn. He's a dumb dog like George. I think it was George Soros that said it. The military men are just a bunch of dumb dogs taking orders. Need to do as an army, not making PowerPoints. They're not ready, man. These people ain't ready for war. You gotta subscribe to finish the title. No, thank you. So most of these guys just sign up just so they can get a paycheck. Hell, my nephew, I know he signed up just so he can get away from his damn mom. He knows about the truth. He might be watching this video. Hey, I already told you what I told you, man. You better hope the Lord protect you. Because, hey, a lot of men are about to be shipped off, never to be seen again. So you better hope the Lord have mercy on you and protects you from that. Because if you get that call to the Middle East, you won't be coming back. That's for sure. 2 Ezra 16 and 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Why? Because in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. So a lot of men are about to be shipped off to the Middle East, never to be seen again, to die in this World War III. And again, a lot of them just sign up for that bonus, or to get some free tuition, get a Hellcat. But a lot of them, they don't really want to go to war. It's like scriptures say, for born to fight. Jeremiah 51:30, the mighty men of Babylon, which is America, have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. They're going to be crying, I don't want to go to war. Well, you're going to have to. And then the Esau going to make a draft. So even if you're not signed up, you're not enlisted, you're going to get drafted. A lot of men are going to get drafted. Their might hath failed. They become as women. They have burned her dwelling place. Her bars are broken. So that's the point, man. The World War III is here, and it's going to get intensify, and ultimately it's going to end with thermonuclear destruction of America. But before that, full-blown escalation, the hour of temptation, the mark of the beast is coming, and it's coming quickly. So with that, Lord's will is edifying. Just a quick update on World War III. Shalom. Kahala Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.